What's up guys, Farhan here from NAFS Motors. Welcome again to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the Gabro Racing Tune on my Aprilia RS457. So before I talk more about it, I would request you all to please subscribe to my channel and show some love in the comment section if you find my videos informative. That will motivate me to make more informative content. I have already posted some ride videos on the RS457. A lot of you had so many questions like, why did I choose Gabro Racing? Is the price that you're paying worth it? How much of a difference is making in the top end? Is it really worth paying so much when there is no significant gain in top end? These were the kind of questions that were raised, so I'd like to answer all of these. Gabro Racing is the official partner for Aprilia back in Italy. He's been associated with Aprilia for more than 15 years, developing tunes for the Aprilia sports bikes. He obviously has done so much of testing before he comes up with any tune. It is done through an handheld device which looks something like this, and it's got a cable which we connect to the OBD reader. Here's the device T800 Plus from UpMap, which Gabro Racing has collaboration with, and we can simply connect this device to the USB port in your motorcycle. With this handheld device, you're able to tune your motorcycle. You will have to download the UpMap device from the Play Store in your mobile phone. We connect the mobile phone through Bluetooth to this device. It is bike specific. For example, if I have a device for the RS4, I cannot use the same device for the RS457. I'll have to buy a device individually for each motorcycle, and you'll get a couple of tunes with it. The tune that I have currently is the Racing Tune, which is for the full system exhaust with a stock or aftermarket air filter. Of course, later there are more tunes that are going to come up. Like, let's say you install velocity stacks in this motorcycle, there is going to be a separate tune for it, which you will have to purchase separately. But one device for one motorcycle. Yeah, why did I choose Gabro Racing? Of course, Gabro back in Italy has done a lot of testing before he ensures that the tune is good for the motorcycle. It's not focused specifically towards top end. It's not going to increase your top speed or anything of that sort. Gabro has not made any such claim. It is more about the rideability. The bike is going to perform very well in the initial and mid-range. Gabro has still not put up any graph which shows what are the outputs of horsepower and torque. But I will do a dyno test soon and let you know the figures. Basically, it has made the bike more rideable. Initial is better, torque is much better. They have focused on making the bike more rideable in the city or even on track. That's also done keeping in mind the reliability of the motorcycle. Anybody can just tune a motorcycle, make it faster, and it will go beyond 200 kilometers per hour. I mean, that's all possible. But what you have to also keep in mind is, will the bike be able to sustain it? It is designed very carefully. Again, this is not the final tune. The Gabro will still improvise on the tune. Whenever we have those updates, we can get those through a firmware update on our device. Whenever there is a firmware update and I connect my device, it will say on my mobile phone that there is a firmware update available. So that's basically the improvements that are available. And then I don't have to pay anything extra for it. I get those through a firmware update. So that's really cool. This is not the end. Gabro is still going to develop and make it better. And we will get that through a firmware update. So yeah, people ask me, why don't you do a dyno test? Why don't you do it through this? See, basically, I do not want to do all of that R&D. R&D is already done by Gabro Racing back in Italy, and he knows Aprilia's really well. He has done the tuning after a lot of R&D. He has come up with a good tune, keeping reliability in mind for the motorcycle and making the bike more rideable. What all has he done with the tune? Okay, so this tune works in the sport mode. It will not work in the eco or rain mode. He has not developed it for these modes. It only works in the sport mode. Second thing, there is a lot of restriction he felt that was there in the second gear. So he has removed those restrictions. So when I say remove the restriction, it doesn't mean the rev limiter is removed or anything. Basically, overall, the second gear was a lot more restrictive. So the restrictions have been removed. A lot of my other friends who rode the motorcycle, and I also rode the motorcycle, we felt that in the fifth gear, the speeds that it was able to carry was much better. Sixth gear, we did not feel any gain in the top speed, but how it got there was quite quick. So initial and mid-range is very strong basically. So that's pretty much about the tune. By the way, Gabro has used the exact same exhaust, the Pista exhaust and the Sprint air filter for doing all the tests. So I have the same setup. This is the only bike in India to have the Pista exhaust and the Gabro Racing Tune. It's the first one. Like I said earlier, this is not the final tune. Gabro is going to make improvements, and we will get that improvements through the firmware update. I will update you whenever I have those updates. That's it for now. Stay tuned for some more informative and cool content. Thank you.